Greetings, my assigned Earth name is Morten. It was selected after a lengthy analysis of human naming conventions and a clerical error involving a spreadsheet. My actual name consists of 14 clicks, 2 ultrasonic whistles, and a smell vaguely resembling burnt cinnamon. Unfortunately, humans are unable to pronounce it without medical supervision. I am currently embedded on Earth as part of the Galactic Department of Primitive Species Observation, a division widely regarded as the least desirable assignment in the known universe. To understand my situation, imagine spending 12 years earning advanced degrees in astrophysics, xenobiology, and quantum sociology, only to be told, "Congratulations. You're going to observe a species that argues with strangers on the internet about pineapple." This was not my preferred career path. I originally applied for deep space exploration. My dream was to discover ancient civilizations, investigate black holes, and unlock the secrets of the cosmos. Instead, a bureaucratic mix-up occurred when an administrator accidentally filed my application under mammals, questionable. 3 months later, I found myself sitting in a spacecraft bound for a planet called Earth with a one-way ticket and a handbook titled, "Humans, Please Be Patient." My superiors assured me the assignment would be simple. Observe their behavior. How difficult could it be? As it turns out, extremely difficult. Humans routinely engage in activities that appear completely irrational. They spend 5 days working jobs they dislike in order to purchase items they don't need, then spend the weekend complaining about being tired. They voluntarily create children despite having full access to information regarding the consequences. They consume beverages hot enough to melt industrial adhesives and describe the experience as relaxing. They pay money to exercise on machines that go nowhere. No amount of scientific training prepared me for this. To maintain my cover, I have assumed the identity of an ordinary human. I wear human clothing, consume human food, and participate in human customs. I have attended birthday parties, parent-teacher meetings, office gatherings, and something called a gender reveal, which appears to be a celebration in which prospective parents attempt to start a forest fire. Several times I have requested extraction. Those requests were denied. According to my supervisors, I am now the foremost expert on human behavior in our sector. This is less impressive than it sounds. Most researchers quit after witnessing their first toddler. The following reports document my findings. They are intended to assist future researchers should they ever be assigned to Earth. Though if this document reaches you, I sincerely hope they have fixed the paperwork system. Otherwise, good luck, and bring coffee. The humans seem to need it to survive. Field Report 47B. Humans. After extensive observation, I can confirm that humans reproduce using a process so inefficient it appears to have been designed by a committee. First, 2 adults decide they would like a child. Sometimes this is planned. More often it seems to happen because they thought, "How hard can it be?" 9 months later, they receive an answer. During gestation, the smaller human grows inside one of the adults, consuming resources, causing discomfort, and occasionally kicking internal organs for entertainment. The host spends months feeling exhausted while complete strangers offer advice. This culminates in a procedure called childbirth, during which everyone involved agrees it is the most painful experience imaginable. And then, astonishingly, many of them voluntarily do it again. Upon arrival, the infant contributes nothing to society. It cannot walk, communicate effectively, feed itself, or operate basic machinery. Nevertheless, the adults stare at it as though it has cured several diseases. The infant then begins a multi-year campaign of sleep deprivation. It wakes every few hours, often for reasons that remain unclear even to the infant. The adults stumble through their homes like survivors of a natural disaster, proudly showing each other photographs of the tiny creature responsible. At approximately 2 years of age, the child enters a phase known as terrible twos. This title is misleading because it suggests the situation improves at 3. During this period, the child becomes emotionally unstable. It may request a banana, receive a banana, and then experience a complete psychological collapse because the banana was provided incorrectly. Researchers have determined that incorrectly can mean literally anything. The adults spend years providing food, shelter, education, transportation, emotional support, entertainment, and financial assistance. In return, the child eventually becomes a teenager and begins explaining why the adults are doing everything wrong. What remains most puzzling is that humans continue this cycle generation after generation. Despite the expense, exhaustion, stress, noise, and occasional property damage, they seem genuinely fond of their offspring. My conclusion is that human children possess a highly evolved defense mechanism. Every time the adults are close to questioning the entire arrangement, the child smiles, gives them a hug, or says, "I love you." The adults immediately forget several years of evidence and decide the process was worth it. This species should not have survived. Yet somehow, here they are. I am Morten Fielding, a completely genuine, unquestionably human investigative researcher, and definitely not an alien conducting long-term field studies. If you'd like to hear more entirely non-extraterrestrial reports on human behavior before the Galactic Council, which absolutely does not exist, decides not to invade Earth, which it absolutely cannot do, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment suggesting what human activity I should investigate next. Your participation may help spare humanity from a deeply boring bureaucratic incident involving interstellar committees, 17 layers of approval, and an alarming quantity of paperwork that definitely isn't being prepared right now. So go ahead, do what you need to do. Like, subscribe, ring the bell,